Hello and welcome back to Minecraft, FTB Minecraft Extreme Builds. Right now we're looking at a chicken with an egg that seems to be phasing through the grass, but this is another update video. And in this update video, you're going to see that we haven't actually done much on the building. I can't remember if in the last update video you guys saw the pillars, but if you didn't, we've got new pillars that are in development. The bottom part of the pillar is fine. The top part of the pillar is where the problems are arising. It's very difficult to get this top part done. So there's going to be a lot of work on that. But as you can see, the bottom part of the pillar does actually look really quite nice. So I'm actually fairly happy about that. I'm not sure whether I'm going to want to stick that out a little bit further, but overall, I think it matches the aesthetic. It's fairly accurate to real life. And the texture, yeah, okay, whilst not the best, it is it's okay. It really is okay. Of course, there are things that need to be fixed, for example, on this, but we're not going to fix them just yet. That's going to be fixed once a bunch of things are figured out. Now, in the last stream that I did last week on Sunday, whenever you're watching this, we did some work on this section. Now, not a lot, as you can see, we didn't do a lot of work on it, but we brought this down. So this section used to all be grass, and we essentially brought the riverbank over. Now you're probably looking at this and thinking, what on earth is that? Well, I'm going to show you what's happened. So if you look over here, you can see that the river is higher up, is one block higher than it is here. Well, that was the idea. The idea was to get the river one block lower so that we can create some stairs to go down. So there's going to be some stairs going down here into the river, and I'm going to show you in this episode how I was doing this, and this is thanks to Skipperchew. So I've got my water bucket, my trusty water bucket over here, so you can see that with the water bucket I can't seem to do much here. Now the reason being is because I need to start essentially putting, oh, you can see there's issues happening in places like this, so we need to start working out how to get this water still, and some of it is being caused by that, as you can see. So if I were to put some of this in, it seems to be fixing the water and the flow of the water, which seems to be, you know, seems to be running all right, but that is a very long process, and that's why I'm doing it right now as well. So you can see all the way along, and I mean there must be an easier way to do this, but I don't know one yet. There you go. Get rid of that, and that sort of stilled up the water all the way along here, as far as I can tell. Yep, that looks fairly good to me. So we're going to take that back down. Now, obviously, all of this is going to disappear eventually, but I want to sort of show where things remained. There we go, where the actual original path or part remained, and you can see where the river actually used to go. So the river was basically that area that's really looking very bad right now, and this whole area has been built up, and the way I built this up was by using the sponge, and you're about to see what the sponge does. So if I get rid of all of this, this should clear all of this up very nicely. In fact, that's actually filled up all this area. Oh, I'm happy about what just happened there. And we'll get rid of these sponges. Oh, I'm actually very happy about how that panned out. And I think I can fix this. So if we do this, this should... Oh. There we go. And that's just stilling. So I've got to try and make all this water still. Which is, for one, that's very annoying. And for two, as you can see, some problems like this, for example. So I can put that there, and that there, and that there, and that there, and stick another water source there, and stick another water source there. Sort of starting to do that, and then you can see that this is all nice and high up, which is the original water level. So the way I got rid of this is by using it, and you can see how I've done it here. These sponges, and I'm going to show you how these sponges work. So if I get rid of these sponges right here and put them back in, they soak up, as you can see, they soak up the water. Now, you're probably looking at that and going, well, that didn't make a difference. No, you're right, it did not make a difference. And the reason it didn't make a difference is because these sponges are kind of annoying to use. You can see every time I do that, it does nothing. So the way I've figured out how to do it, this is the way I'm doing it, is I've got to try and control it by trying to push this back as far as I possibly can. Sort of like that. There you go. You can now see that I've pushed it back to a level that's, well, over here it's essentially nothing. So I could look at this and go, right, I need to somehow push this back. So I will create sort of a row of sorts trying to, there you go, cut it back. Like so. And then I can go ahead and do some more here. There you go, that's opened that up, that's there. Now this part needs to go, so the way I'm going to do that is I've got to bring a few more like that, and that seems to have, there you go, that's got rid of that source block in that area. So now this is going to be able to be filled up with the water at the lower level. And of course, like I said, that's proving to be difficult. Now, there might be a better way to do this, probably is a better way to do this, but for now I'm going to use this method, and I've got to do this off camera, but I'm going to do some of it right now, of course, on camera. And that seems to have got rid of a whole bunch of source blocks. And in fact, that's really fixed up this area. So, once that's done, all I've got to go ahead and do is, in a way that I find kind of easy, is just add source blocks all the way along this dam. There you go. So that's going to start helping. As long as I make sure I don't make it too high up. There we go. So that starts helping create this area. And then to bring this all through, I've got to think about adding source blocks in multiple other places. Like you can see here, this is like some sort of sinkhole. So I've got to try and raise the area in this area nice and high. And bring those source blocks up. And perhaps even by putting dirt here to spread it out. And go, you know, you can put dirt up here and put a source block up here. And that's basically how I've got to go around doing this, which is kind of annoying. But I'm going to put more sponges in now anyway, and we're going to see how much more of this we can get rid of in this video. And of course, if you haven't watched any of my streams yet, you can find me on Twitch. I will be streaming this on Twitch. I think that may have cut back a whole bunch of source blocks. That actually has really worked. That's everything. Up to that area anyway. And we've got to do a little bit just along this area, I think. The source blocks are probably here. And I think that's all the source blocks there too. Just a couple to go, which are these ones along here. So as you can see, this is how the sponge works. It's a really interesting kind of setup. And that's how we get the river. That's how we get the river built how we want it. And of course it's very annoying because of these issues. So now I'm just going to go around doing this, trying to work out where can I get this, where do I need to put the source blocks in the middle to ensure that this river is, as you can see, some of the banks have come up here, to ensure that this river works for us. There we go, so that's that area. Now we've just got to try and work out, right, how do we build up this area even further? Because right now that looks abysmal. Now, my only way of building this up, as far as I know, is by putting dirt in all the way. And that kind of reveals areas where we need to put source blocks. I'll put a source block there. In fact, I could put source blocks all the way along that. Bring that down. And now we've got the exact... See, now we're stuck with that situation. That's going to help. There we go, that's starting to help. And then we'll put some dirt blocks, I guess. No, don't use that excavator. There you go, that's starting to help. Bring one up here, put a source block here. But yes, it's annoying. It's annoying, but this is what I have had to do over the past stream. This is what I've been doing over the past stream. And though it's been annoying, obviously we're getting there. As you can see, this whole part is done. Except over here, where I guess we should probably do this first. Let's finish this update video off by doing this. Let's see how much of this we can fix just by putting some of these blocks in. I'll put a source there. There we go. In fact, I'll put a source all the way along these and see how much it fixes. There we go. Okay. So you can see, definitely difficult to do. That's starting to fix some of this. Look at that, that's starting to fix all of that. So that's a good start. In fact, that is, a lot of that area is now just, the only problem with this area now is the fact that we need to have a layer of dirt put along it, which probably isn't that layer of dirt. It's the layer of dirt below that. To fix this all up. Or put source blocks, one or the other. I'm wondering if it might be easier to put source blocks in. Let me try. So let's say, for example, I'll put that up there. Not there. Put that there and put some source blocks in there. And then if I were to... No, you see, that's just immediately starting to fix it anyway. What's happened here? Yeah, see, that's starting to do the trick. But anyway, that's a Minecraft update video. Still probably going on for another couple of moments, but as you can see, this is going to be the banks of the river. This is going to be the bank of the River Thames. So the river is going to go all the way out that way, and from here, the river is going to actually not be in this area. This is not going to be the river. The river is going to curl off in that direction. And in any case, I think, and I'm not too sure here, but if I were to, for example, put, not that, but put all of this here all the way along and just, I'm not sure whether this would help, but it might. I'm just not sure if this would help. And see, it seems to push it further along. That's kind of important. And then once that's gone, you can always take these off again. Once it's moved further along, you take it off. But yes, very, very annoying. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this update video. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the streams as I've been trying to make them. Don't forget to hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Minecraft Extreme builds when they come along. Give me your tips and tricks, because obviously I don't know. I've never done this sort of stuff before. So this is very new to me. So do send me your tips and tricks. That would be really awesome. Don't forget to support me on Patreon, www.patreon.com/ecgadget. Your support would be massively appreciated on that too. And you can follow me on Twitch. Of course, that's where this is being streamed, at twitch.tv/ecgadget. So you can follow me on that, or you can subscribe if you really, really want to. Either or will be appreciated. And you can find me on social media so you know when my next stream is going to be, as some of my streams don't have times. I try to do them on Sundays. I'm trying to get a plan where I can do them on every Sunday, but we're going to have to see what happens. So do follow me on social media. That is both Twitter and Instagram at ecgadgetlp. This is all done, so we don't need that. But you can see that in that time that I've been saying that, I've just decided to take the plunge, pun intended, and just go ahead and fill this up and see what happens. And it seems to be working. Kind of. Not perfectly, but it does seem to be working. So, yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time, hopefully on stream, but if not, in another update video for Minecraft Extreme Builds, the Old Naval Academy in Greenwich.